Well, I would like to thank Minister McKay for coming, and also our Legislative Secretary Carl Killam and the other ministers that took the time to come and listen to all these great ideas that we spent time on today. I just want to talk a little bit about how we started our session today, and that was sharing with each other the places in New Brunswick that we love, the places that we say, when we bring somebody to New Brunswick and we say, I'm going to take you there and show you that place. And we thought, if we can ignite that pride, and I liked what PEI said about a youth-driven pride campaign, that's a fantastic idea. Get people energized about the communities that they live in. So we talked about that, and we talked about why entrepreneurship is important. And it's important so we can be proud about the communities that we live in and stay there to work in them. And so from those discussions, we talked a little bit about the barriers, about why that isn't happening. And that's how we came up with our action items. And so, much like I've heard a couple other groups talk about, there are some fantastic programs happening in New Brunswick. There's fantastic success stories of youth entrepreneurs, and there's a lot of skill out there, but a lot of people don't know about it. And how do we speak to youth? Social media. A web platform, video is fantastic. So that was our first action item, is to have a social media campaign. The second one is we have entrepreneurship classes in high schools in New Brunswick. Some of them are doing phenomenal things. Some of them are doing less than phenomenal things. And we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We've heard that a couple times today as well. So let's create a forum so they can share those. And also, we have something in New Brunswick called the Enterprise Network. There are 14, they cover every region, and they're meant to coach businesses, do business planning, encourage economic development. And we saw also some things there where some regions are doing amazing things, some regions less than amazing things. So if we could create a forum with those entrepreneurship teachers and with the business development officers from the network, from the Enterprise Network, get them together and sharing those resources, get them in a room and talking. Third, give a networking program to show youth the importance in networking and give them some skills, and allow them space to be invited to local networking events. Maybe have mentors bring them with them so they can feel welcome and not intimidated by what's going on in the community, and get them further engaged. The fourth one was an incentive program for businesses to have, so that they can have more incentive to bring youth into their businesses and maybe do some job shadowing and let them know what it's like to be a change maker on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't need to be just for businesses, maybe it's for NGOs, and it doesn't need to be incentive as in money. It could be a tax rebate, it could be training, it could be an awards program, it could be in exchange for some marketing or sponsorship. And then finally, consider other youth-run organizations. Jared in our group, he is familiar with a program called Impact, which is totally run by youth. They're given money and they're meant to do something with that money. It's being organized, I think, out of Waterloo currently, and so there are other models, maybe in other regions, other areas that we can take a look at that are youth-run. So I think, in general, there was a lot of information, a lot of kind of focus on igniting that passion, developing that pride for New Brunswick, and then collaborating on what we have that's already there.